Hello guys. So today we discuss on Power BI for business cases. So before going to our main topics, Power BI. So let's briefly discuss about what is a business intelligence, because Power BI is a business intelligence tool. So business intelligence refer to technology or software that collect raw business data and convert into the meaningful insights and informations. So basically, business intelligence allow businesses to integrate different data sets and analyze and present in a very good visual manner. So business intelligence provide like actionable insights and helps business make tactical decision for the organization and generating more revenue and profit for the company. And apart from business intelligence, they have also provide customer visualization, they have give to the easy access to the raw data, and the cloud services are some of the many feature of business intelligence. And in currently, two tools have quite common or famous in BI tool. First of all is Power BI, and second one is Tableau. So Power BI basically provides all such features through their tools and services available in the market, or and uh, and Microsoft Power BI is one of the most preferred among them. So that's a brief discussion on business intelligence. So we will start topic on Microsoft Power BI. So basically, Power BI is basically cloud-based businesses analytics service that enable fast and easy access to the data, a live 360 degree view of the businesses. They have provided the data discovery and the exploration and insights from any devices, collaboration across organizations. And free version of only offers like Power BI tools like Power BI Desktop, which can you use without pay the fees to the Microsoft. And in Power BI, various types of features they have give like Power BI services, Power BI Q&A, and Power BI View option like. So that's is intermediate Power BI knowledge. So just we have introduced Microsoft Power BI. What's they have like generation of Power BI. So basically, it is a generation of BI tool which I have tell like business intelligence do not for BI. Like first we have technical BI, like it is like IT to end user, and second wave is basically self service BI to like analyst to end user, and third wave is basically uh, everyone can use Power BI. Uh, today's students can use Power BI across domain. So key benefits and advantage of using Microsoft Power BI, like it is a pre-built content packs consist of dashboards and reports of popular SaaS solutions, and they have provide real-time dashboard update. Dashboard basically like report type of data present, like they have give secure live connection to your data sources on all your premises and in the cloud, and like in easy integrate data expression by using natural language query, and they have integration with the familiar Microsoft product, and integration with familiar Microsoft product and commitment for scales and availability in Azure, and also fast deployment. They have hybrid configuration, secure and integrated with existing IT seats. By this, Microsoft Power BI like enable non-technical users to get actionable insights in their businesses data without spending so much resources to the system. So it's an overview of the Power BI. Basically, Power BI services they have provide like content pack, lab, dashboard, visualizations, report, data set, like data refresh, natural, which I already discussing. Like SaaS basically denote like software as a service solutions. Like example, like Salesforce, GitHub. You know that GitHub is a store for like code management tool. And like its second is basically on-premises data, like example, analysis services. And in third, like organizational and content packs. So they have corporate data source like external data services, and they have also provided like Azure services because nowadays Azure services like is quite famous as like AWS. So Azure also is one of the main key features in this Power BI. And Excel files is already Excel files is most of the company prefer Excels. So by this Excel and Power BI is quite relational in this context. And Power BI desktop files is basically like related data from file database, Azure, and other sources. So basically, Power BI online services they have provide like simple, like intuitive experience for the interacting with the data, and the services and feature they have provided to the like simply engaging with the data and heterogeneous sources like fuel faster, more insightful businesses decision. And they have delivered a rich consolidated view of key informations no matter where the underlying data is stored. And apart from this Power BI online services, Power BI queries also they have options like Power Query. You can collect and transform and analyze distinct information from multiple data. And in other words, it is a basically data transformation technique to mess up tools that help you bring more information and different sources on the single platform. I think so. It's basically you are engage with the services by using a supported web browser. They have in laptop or mobile applications they are also supported, and Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer. So basically these are the user engage with the different services in this section. So creating and exploring report. So one of the main tasks of the Power BI is to generate report and dashboard. For making the report, you have like sufficient knowledge of Power BI to make a beautiful report or beautiful dashboard. Because by generating report, because when you have deal with the businesses people, so they have don't know about like what's the data insights, and they have like reports in which various types of graphs they you have made for the e- easy information they have know. So that's why dashboard and reports knowledge is quite good for you have if you have making career in the Power BI. Because if you use reports to lay out visualization across one or more pages, and they are basically rich interactive reports which can be created, updated, and explored in the web browser. So a report is based on the single data set, or if you are making a one and more data set, which can be easy. Like report consists of one or more pages which you demand. Each page consists of visualization and saves what we would give. So apart from any questions, this you can ask me in the chat or just ask any questions. I will tell you. Like exploring reports. So when you have creating a report or visualization, you have choose from the numerous modern visualization tabs like filter the data, slicer, and display numeric values like card, multi-row, cards, table, matrices, KPI, and you have graphically visualize the data in like bar, column, combo, scattered. It is a different types of visualization tools like which you uh, think to use and easy to learn. It's especially visualize the data, map, fill, map, like import custom visual also option is given. Like connecting to the Power BI data sources. Like when you have connected to the data through Power BI is easy and can be achieved with a variety of data source format. Like it's a content pack, my organization services, Power BI services, file including Power BI desktop files, Excel workbook, and like yeah, it's the organizational content packs were introduced in the previous module. So basically, when you have connecting to the Power BI data sources, Power BI enables like connection to the SaaS solution applications, software as a services applications, connections to existing subscription about this. So if you have used these tools, so you purchases this amount of Power BI to handle it. Each content pack provide a pre-built dashboard and reports. So apart from this, Power BI also present the data in like in view manner. Like if you have you know about SQL, in SQL also view section. So Power BI view is basically like create graphs, and Power BI can connect and filter like different data to make a report on the single devices. Like yeah, the so connecting to the Power BI data sources, file can be uploaded or connected to a own drive for businesses like OneDrive, personal or SharePoint online. So updated to OneDrive file will be appear automatically in dashboard and reports. They have also supported the file type which I have used in Power BI desktop file, Excel workbook, CSV file, and maximum size for upload file is basically 250 MB, and Power BI desktop file will be covered in the like yeah. So connecting to the Power BI data sources like Power BI desktop file, you have connected through Power Files, reports, Power BI report. A empty dashboard is automatically created with a token file. So Power BI QA. So basically Power BI QA is basically after building and deploying your model on Power BI. So you can explore yeah your data by simply writing or giving voice command in your own word. Like Power QA answer uses natural language processing and integrated with the Cortana. Like Cortana is basically Microsoft virtual assistants. If you have know about Microsoft tools, so Cortana is a quite famous one. Like it's a so they have integrated with the Cortana Microsoft virtual assistant to get the answer to your query in given manner. So and apart from Power BI desktop, they have also provided like in Excel workbook, data model content ticks, precedence over worksheet content, like workbook data models, Power BI data sets. So like Power View sheets and pages of the Power BI reports. And they have also in pivot table, pivot charts, and custom fields are not recognized in the Power BI data sources. So connecting to the Power BI data sources, Power BI connecting with data sources, user connection, like connection requiring valid documents that meet the requirement of the specific data sources. Authentication is specific to the connection types. So they have method is basically like applies to the Azure SQL databases and Marketo, and it's a account key, marketplace key, and NMNS. So this is just a method which I have used. So Power BI, one of the tool is basically Power BI Desktop, which have you use. It is a free available on the website and easy to download. So Power BI Desktop is basically everything, bring everything on a single platform, like include Power Pivot, Power Query, and Power View, which I tell. Like it is a free applications and you can install on a computer or laptop to create a dashboard and reports. In its free version, Power BI Desktop provided up to the one 10 GB of the data storage, like only to the 10 GB of data storage and 1 GB of uploading limited at time. So it's also offer access to the all feature of the Power BI visualization template and library. So you can create an export report in Excel and publish them on the internet. So like so one disadvantage is this, like you cannot share this report with your peers and can only refresh up to 8 times a day. 4. for live report, you have to go with the Pro or premium subscription for this feature. Like so, keep data current in Power BI. Power BI enable online and on-premises data refreshes for the data set. They have uploaded from like Power BI desktop file, like Excel workbook, where Power Query or Power Pivot is used to query data. Like data refresh can be on demand or schedule. Like minimum schedule frequency is hourly, achieved via gateway and personal on-premises data gateway. Like integration with the Azure services. So Azure and the Power BI have the built-in connectivity and like an integration to the bring businesses intelligence ever to life. So like its integration can be achieved without the need to develop a complex solution. And nowadays Azure service is quite famous one because like AWS Azure is also is getting traction in the market currently. So it's a very good to use if you have no Power BI, and in Power BI you have know how to use Azure services, because Azure and Power BI is basically a built-in connectivity and integrations to bring businesses intelligence more in good manner, and integration can be achieved like without the need of to develop complex solutions. So they basically directly connect Azure to the SQL databases and Azure SQL data warehouses concept, and Spark is also the database technique, like on Azure HG Insights, Power BI desktop. So it's a Power BI desktop. Like it is a user interface which you when you enter the open the Power BI desktop app or in your computer. So this is the interfaces you see. Like it's left left side of monitor. You have see like it's a report view, data view, and relationship view. Relationship view signifies that in which relation is data is connected to the in which currently manner. And report is basically like dashboard, and data views basically provide like in which total column or row is present in the data. And Power BI desktop bring everything, like it's bring everything on the single platform, like including Power Pivot and Power Query and like Power View. And like yeah, it's easy. You can install on a computer without pay a single penny to the company. So like yeah, so Power BI desktop, you can create an export report in Excels and publish them on the internet. So in Power BI, like it's work in a data view to inspect and explore and understand data in the model. Like it is a different experience from how you can view tables, column, and data in the query editor. And this is a view of the data after it has been loaded into the model. Creating queries. So numerous commands are available on the query editor ribbons and context menus to manage columns, like reduce row, including removes errors, and like yeah, so transform and split the uh, questions to the easy way, and add columns by using formula. So enhancing the model. So before you have know about model enhance, how to enhance the model. So you know about like what is the Power BI services which have hosted on the Azure. So it's allow you to the publishes report on the cloud format and share them with the other businesses clients. With this, you can create a live and connecting through the Power BI dashboard or like Power BI services. So like it's connect to the Power Pivot like Power BI View and Q&A, which I tell you in some minutes ago. And among these Power BI reports, services server allow you to connect and visualize on-premises data on your web browser. And Power BI also support the like Power BI apps, which have you support. Like it's a provide secure access to the live reports and the dashboard. And Power BI mobile apps are available for the iOS, like Windows and Androids. It does not matter whether your data is stored on the cloud or on in-premises services servers. So that's why this Power BI is quite good tool. So after this, there are the three different types of calculation, and each are defined by using DEX. DEX signifies like data analysis expression. In Power BI, DEX is one of the most important topics which you have learned. So basically, by using DEX, you have calculating the columns, calculating the tables, and last one is like measure. So when you have calculated the DEX and DEX analysis expression, they have consist of basically Excel functions, 80 function supports in Excel. And apart from Excel, they have also used table functions like aggregate functions, relationship navigation functions, content modification functions, and time intelligence functions. So like it's about designing report. So firstly you have this create the query. Second way you have configured relationship, enhance the model like design reports, and last one is like publish to Power BI. In Power BI you have like textbook image shapes. So that's why they and their design experience is almost the same is available in the Power BI online services. So that's it. So it's a quite use one. So like you, if you someone you are if someone asks from you like why you have used the Power BI unlike Tableau. So one of the reason is power to choose the Power BI is affordability. Like a major advantage of using Power BI is basically like it's inexpensive. In context of Tableau, it's a quite expensive one, and Power BI is not expensive. It's like cheap in manner. In Power BI, desktop version is free of cost. If anyone student can down install it on your computer. But in Tableau, you have to pay to the some amount if you have used the given features of Power Tableau. So and second point of advantage of using Power BI is basically its integration with the Excel, because most of the companies in today's world also uses the Excel. Like according to some reports, like today's companies uses Excel in like 60 to 70% companies have uses Excel in current time. So basically, they have Excel integration with the Power BI. So it's quite save data to the Excel, no matter how great the data is presented using the graph and the maps. But Excel play a quite crucial role in this work. And apart from third advantage, is basically like it's custom visualization. Like it's a good, present a quite good visual manner. Like it's offer a wide range of custom visualization where developer can like, take your requirement and convert them into the KPIs. Data accessibility and the interactive visualization. Like Power BI provided the great access to the all data source and the data sets that you create while designing the reports in a centralized location. So you can access the data anytime. And apart from advantages, some disadvantages also in Power BI. Like it is a rigid formula and the large data set volumes. And language used in the Power BI is basically mostly DEX, which most of the student think like it is a quite tougher one to learn, because there are only so many actions that can be performed using the DEX formula, and it may allow you to create a multitude of custom calculations, or it's not flexible in currently. So that's why it's a quite rigid one and rigid formula they have support in the DEX formula. So and apart from this, Power BI also is some disadvantage in the data size manner, that it is a if you wish to import more than data like 2 GB, you need to extend free version. You can't support in free version if your data is more than the 2 GB. And if you using Power BI can be frustrating at time, like it is can be crash or it quite stop at work. So that's why it's not a, but in context of Tableau, it's a easy handle way of large amount of data. So third disadvantage is basically like it's a user interface. Like Power BI has a cramped and bulky interfaces. Like it's a filled with many icons options that block the view of the report. So that's why. So last slide of this workshop is basically key takeaway. Like Power BI Desktop is a companion desktop application to Power BI. Like Power BI Desktop is a visual data exploration and reporting tool, and that the tool enables simple and quite quick visualization of data. For complex schema, a development methodology can involve like creating a queries, configure relationship, enhancing the model with the hierarchy and the calculations, and designing reports, including the like use of the custom visual. And they have also report to the publishing to the Power BI, the which a user can choose to work in the way that makes sense to them. And Power BI desktop files once published can have their data source refreshed. So apart from this slide, like last topic which I think it's a important one to tell. Like what are the opportunity after you learn Power BI in market currently? Like as a business operations are getting more complex and complex day by day. So companies are now like using BI tool, which are business intelligence for real time data visualization. In that manner, and Power BI is emerged as the leader of this business analyst and used by many MNCs company and firms. So that's why Power BI is very good skill in your tag. So and salary in salary point of view, Power BI is salary is quite good one. Is Power BI developer also. If you have if you have knowledge in Power BI is quite interesting or quite a good one. So you can apply for the Power BI developer roles, which have you responsible for the designing and developing like and maintaining BI solution and executing like queries as the peer requirement and the client requirement. So that's why you can also go in this domain as a Power BI developer or in business analyst. So if you have knowledge in Power BI developer is good. So you can also made a like Power BI analyst. So it should depend on you. Like it's like based on the user requirements. So that's why it's a quite easy one, and it is a quite good to have Power BI as a your skill in the data field. So that's why Power BI is important one. So it's all about our today's workshop on the Power BI. So thank you guys.